Why meat choices matter. After the age of 60, the foods you choose to put on your plate matter more than ever before. While many people think of vegetables, fruits, or supplements as the key to staying healthy, few realize that the type of meat you eat daily can either protect your body or slowly break it down. For seniors, meat is not just a source of protein. It influences muscle strength, bone density, energy levels, heart health, and even brain function. The wrong meat can quietly damage your arteries, raise inflammation, and speed up conditions like arthritis, diabetes, dementia, and heart disease. On the other hand, the right kind of meat can rebuild muscle, strengthen your immune system, fuel your energy, and even extend your life expectancy. As we get older, our metabolism slows down, and the body becomes less efficient at repairing damage. This means we can't get away with the same eating habits we might have had in our 20s or 30s. For seniors over 60, even small dietary choices, like switching one type of meat for another, can make a huge difference in long-term health outcomes. Unfortunately, most seniors continue eating the same meats they've eaten for decades without realizing some of them are now dangerous to aging bodies. This is why today's video is so important. We'll uncover the 4 worst meats you should never touch after 60 because they fuel inflammation, weaken your organs, and rob your body of vitality. These meats are common, often cheap, and heavily marketed, but inside your body, they act like silent toxins, increasing your risk of strokes, cancer, and painful joint problems. But don't worry, it's not just about what you should avoid. After we reveal the 4 meats to stay away from, we'll also share the 4 best meats you must eat daily if you're over 60. These meats are nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory, and perfect for keeping your muscles strong, your energy high, and your immune system sharp. They provide the essential amino acids, vitamins, and minerals that seniors need to thrive without the hidden dangers of the wrong meats. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which meats belong in your fridge and which ones should be thrown out for good. Think of this as your meat survival guide for senior health. Whether you're aiming to stay active, reduce disease risk, or simply enjoy more years with your family, the right meat choices could be one of the simplest and most powerful changes you can make today. So let's get started with the truth about the worst meats for seniors over 60 and why they could be slowly destroying your health without you even realizing it. Worst meat number 1, processed meats, the silent killer for seniors. When we talk about the worst meats for seniors, processed meats deserve the number 1 spot on the list. Foods like hot dogs, bacon, sausages, salami, and deli slices may be tasty and convenient, but they are some of the most dangerous foods for people over 60. The reason is simple. These meats are loaded with sodium, preservatives, nitrates, saturated fat, and hidden chemicals that can silently destroy your health over time. For seniors, the risk is even higher. As we age, our metabolism slows down, our kidneys and liver work harder, and our blood vessels become more fragile. Eating processed meats daily can lead to a dangerous buildup of cholesterol, high blood pressure, clogged arteries, and inflammation, all of which increase the risk of heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, and even cancer. One of the biggest dangers is sodium overload. A single hot dog or slice of bacon can contain more sodium than your body needs for an entire meal. Too much sodium increases blood pressure, which is already a common issue for people over 60. High blood pressure, often called the silent killer, damages your arteries without you even feeling it. Pair that with the nitrates and nitrites found in processed meats, which the body converts into carcinogenic compounds, and you have a dangerous combination that can raise the risk of colon cancer and stomach cancer. Let's not forget the saturated fat in these meats. When seniors eat foods like bacon or sausage regularly, it leads to higher levels of LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol that clogs arteries. Once arteries harden and narrow, blood flow is reduced, leading to heart disease and an increased chance of sudden cardiac events. Another overlooked risk is inflammation. Processed meats cause chronic, low-level inflammation throughout the body. For seniors, inflammation is linked to joint pain, arthritis flare-ups, memory decline, and weakened immunity. That means if you're over 60 and eating processed meats daily, you're not just damaging your heart, you're also increasing your risk of Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and weakened bone health. So what's the takeaway? If you're over 60, it's time to cut back or completely eliminate processed meats from your diet. Instead of reaching for bacon, hot dogs, or deli meats, choose fresh, lean protein options that nourish your body rather than slowly destroy it. Your heart, brain, joints, and immune system will thank you. Worst meat number 2, heavily marbled red meats, ribeye, T-bone steak, lamb chops, prime cuts loaded with saturated fat. When most people think of a juicy steak, a tender lamb chop, or a perfectly seared T-bone, they imagine flavor, comfort, and luxury. But behind that marbled texture, the streaks of fat running through the meat, lies a serious health concern, especially for seniors over 60. While these cuts are prized for their tenderness and rich taste, they are also some of the most dangerous when it comes to long-term health outcomes. Why? Because heavily marbled red meats are loaded with saturated fats, cholesterol, and compounds that fuel silent killers like heart disease, stroke, and inflammation. The first problem with marbled red meats is their high saturated fat content. As we age, our arteries naturally become less flexible, and plaque buildup happens more easily. Every bite of fatty steak or lamb chop introduces more saturated fat into the bloodstream, which can raise LDL cholesterol, the so-called bad cholesterol. Elevated LDL directly contributes to arterial blockages, making heart attacks and strokes far more likely. For seniors who may already be managing high blood pressure or diabetes, eating these meats regularly can be like adding fuel to an already burning fire. Another issue is the inflammatory compounds formed when cooking fatty red meats at high temperatures, such as grilling or pan frying. Advanced glycation end products, AGEs, and heterocyclic amines, HCAs, develop during this process, and research links these compounds to increased oxidative stress and inflammation throughout the body. Chronic inflammation has been tied to not only heart disease, but also arthritis flare-ups, memory decline, and even certain cancers, issues that disproportionately impact people over 60. Heavily marbled cuts are also calorie-dense, meaning a small portion packs a huge energy load without much nutritional balance. Seniors often have slower metabolisms, making weight management more challenging. Consuming calorie-heavy meats can easily lead to unwanted belly fat, which is itself a risk factor for insulin resistance, fatty liver disease, and cardiovascular decline. In fact, abdominal fat in older adults is considered one of the most dangerous predictors of declining health and independence. That doesn't mean all red meat is off limits. The key is choosing leaner cuts such as sirloin, tenderloin, or lean ground beef that has been drained of excess fat. These provide protein, iron, and vitamin B12 without overwhelming the body with harmful saturated fat. Another smart alternative is to replace some red meat with fish or plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, or tofu, which deliver heart-healthy fats and fiber instead of artery-clogging cholesterol. For seniors who still want to enjoy an occasional steak, moderation and portion size matter. Instead of a giant 12-ounce ribeye, consider sharing a smaller lean cut and balancing the plate with vegetables, whole grains, and a lighter cooking method such as baking or slow cooking. This way, you can still enjoy the flavor without the dangerous consequences. In short, while ribeye, lamb chops, and T-bones may look appealing on the dinner table, the marbling that makes them delicious is the very reason they're so risky. For those over 60, cutting back on heavily marbled red meats can be a powerful step toward protecting your heart, maintaining mobility, and ensuring many healthier years ahead. Worst meat number 3, fried and fast food meats. Why they destroy your health after 60. When it comes to the meats that should be completely avoided after the age of 60, fried meats and fast food meats rank among the worst offenders. While the convenience of a drive-through burger, fried chicken, or crispy nuggets might be tempting, the truth is that these foods are a ticking time bomb for your long-term health. For seniors, eating these meats regularly can accelerate inflammation, heart disease, weight gain, and digestive issues, all of which reduce strength, mobility, and quality of life. The problem isn't just the meat itself, it's the way it's cooked and the hidden additives that come with it. Frying meat in refined vegetable oils like soybean, canola, or corn oil causes the fats to oxidize at high temperatures. This creates toxic byproducts such as trans fats and advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which damage cells, stiffen blood vessels, and speed up the aging process. Research has shown that seniors who regularly consume fried meats have a much higher risk of stroke, high blood pressure, and clogged arteries. Fast food meats also contain excess sodium, preservatives, and flavor enhancers like MSG, which can trigger water retention, fatigue, and even worsen memory issues. For someone over 60, this is especially concerning since the kidneys and liver naturally become less efficient at filtering toxins with age. Add to that the calorie density of fried meats, and you have the perfect recipe for stubborn belly fat, insulin resistance, and higher diabetes risk. Another hidden danger is the use of low-quality meat cuts in most fast food chains. These meats often come from factory-farmed animals raised with antibiotics and hormones, which can disrupt your gut health and immune system. The result? Seniors may experience weaker digestion, lower energy, and more frequent illnesses. The good news is that by eliminating fried and fast food meats from your diet, you can dramatically improve your health. Within weeks, many seniors notice better energy, improved circulation, and easier weight management. Instead of reaching for fried chicken wings or fast food burgers, try grilled, baked, or slow-cooked lean meats like chicken breast, salmon, or turkey. These methods keep the nutrients intact without loading your body with harmful oils and toxins. In short, fried and fast food meats might taste good in the moment, but their long-term cost is far too high, especially after 60. By avoiding them, you're protecting your heart, brain, joints, and overall vitality, ensuring that your later years are full of strength and independence rather than chronic disease. Section 4. Worst meat number 4. High-fat cuts of pork. When it comes to meats that seniors over 60 should be careful about, high-fat cuts of pork are among the riskiest. Pork is widely consumed across the globe, from pork chops and ribs to bacon and sausages. While lean cuts of pork in moderation may offer some protein benefits, the high-fat varieties like pork belly, spare ribs, and certain cuts of ham can silently damage your health, especially as you age. The problem isn't just the fat itself, but the type of fat and the compounds created when pork is heavily processed or cooked at high temperatures. One of the main concerns with fatty pork is its saturated fat content. Diets high in saturated fat are linked to heart disease, high cholesterol, and artery damage. Seniors already face a natural stiffening of blood vessels due to aging, which makes them more vulnerable to heart-related issues. Eating fatty pork regularly can accelerate plaque buildup in the arteries, leading to conditions like atherosclerosis, a major risk factor for stroke and heart attacks. Another issue lies in the way high-fat pork is often prepared. Pork ribs or belly, for example, are usually fried, grilled, or smoked. These cooking methods often produce harmful compounds like advanced glycation end products, AGEs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, which contribute to inflammation and may increase the risk of cancer. For seniors, inflammation is particularly harmful because it worsens conditions like arthritis, cognitive decline, and weakened immunity. Beyond heart health, fatty pork can also make weight management difficult after 60. A slowing metabolism means the body stores more fat and burns fewer calories. A single serving of pork belly can contain hundreds of calories and large amounts of saturated fat, making it easy to overeat without realizing it. This can lead to belly fat accumulation, which is strongly tied to diabetes, insulin resistance, and fatty liver disease, all silent killers for older adults. There's also the issue of processed pork products like bacon, sausages, and salami, which often come from the fattier cuts. These are loaded with sodium, nitrates, and preservatives. High sodium intake raises blood pressure, while nitrates and nitrites are linked to colon cancer. Seniors with existing kidney problems or hypertension face an even greater risk when consuming these types of pork. The takeaway here is not that all pork is inherently bad, but that high-fat cuts should be avoided or eaten only on rare occasions. Instead, leaner cuts like pork tenderloin can be enjoyed in moderation, but always prepared in a healthy way, like baking, steaming, or boiling instead of frying or smoking. By making this shift, seniors can still enjoy pork flavor without the dangerous side effects of its fattier counterparts. If you're over 60, remember, avoiding high-fat cuts of pork could mean lowering your risk of heart problems, managing your weight more effectively, and keeping inflammation under control. Your body will thank you for making smarter choices that protect your health for years to come. Best meat number 1, skinless chicken breast, lean protein powerhouse. When it comes to choosing the healthiest meat option for seniors over 60, skinless chicken breast easily takes the number 1 spot. Unlike fatty cuts of beef or processed meats, chicken breast is exceptionally lean, low in calories, and packed with high-quality protein that supports muscle strength, bone health, and overall vitality as we age. Protein is often called the building block of life, and after 60, when the body naturally loses muscle mass through sarcopenia, getting enough lean protein becomes even more critical. Chicken breast, especially when prepared without the skin, delivers pure protein without the heavy burden of saturated fat that can clog arteries, raise cholesterol, and contribute to heart disease. One of the greatest advantages of chicken breast is its versatility. It can be grilled, baked, boiled, shredded into soups, or diced into stir-fries, all while maintaining its lightness and health benefits. Seniors who may struggle with heavy or greasy meals often find chicken breast much easier to digest compared to fatty red meats or fried foods. This makes it an ideal everyday option for supporting balanced nutrition without weighing down the digestive system. Beyond protein, chicken breast contains essential nutrients like vitamin B6, which supports brain health and helps convert food into usable energy. It's also a good source of niacin, which improves circulation, and phosphorus, which strengthens bones and teeth, both crucial as bone density tends to decline after 60. For those watching their weight, chicken breast is an ally. A 3-ounce serving of skinless chicken breast typically contains just 120 to 140 calories with about 26 grams of protein, making it one of the leanest meats available. This means you can feel satisfied and energized without overloading your body with excess calories. Another key benefit is heart protection. Because chicken breast is naturally low in saturated fat, it doesn't raise LDL, bad cholesterol levels, in the same way that pork belly, sausage, or marbled beef can. In fact, replacing red and processed meats with lean poultry like chicken breast has been linked in studies to a lower risk of cardiovascular disease, one of the biggest health concerns after 60. Finally, skinless chicken breast is affordable and widely accessible. Unlike exotic superfoods or expensive supplements, chicken breast can be found in virtually every grocery store, making it an easy choice for seniors on a budget. With smart cooking methods, such as baking with herbs, steaming with vegetables, or marinating in olive oil and lemon, it becomes not only a healthy staple, but also a delicious one. In short, skinless chicken breast is the gold standard of lean protein for seniors. It supports muscle strength, protects the heart, aids digestion, and delivers essential nutrients, all while keeping meals light and satisfying. For anyone over 60 looking to stay strong, active, and healthy, this is one meat you can confidently put at the top of your grocery list. Best meat number 2, salmon and fatty fish. The heart and brain protector. When it comes to choosing meats that truly support your health after 60, fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel stand out as some of the most powerful. Unlike red meat, which is loaded with saturated fat, fatty fish is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, that directly support brain, heart, and joint health. These essential fats are called essential for a reason. Our bodies can't make them on their own, so we have to get them from food. And fatty fish is the single best natural source. Why is this important after 60? Well, as we age, the risk of heart disease, memory decline, and inflammatory conditions like arthritis increases dramatically. Omega-3s act like natural protectors, helping lower triglycerides, improving circulation, reducing blood clot risk, and keeping blood vessels flexible. They also have anti-inflammatory properties, which is critical for seniors who may struggle with stiff joints or early signs of arthritis. Regularly eating salmon or other fatty fish has been shown in countless studies to lower the risk of stroke, dementia, and even certain cancers. Another benefit of salmon is its rich supply of high-quality protein. Unlike heavily marbled beef or processed meats that burden the body with excess fat, salmon provides lean, easy-to-digest protein that helps maintain muscle mass. Muscle loss, or sarcopenia, is a silent condition that creeps up on many people after 60, leading to weakness, falls, and reduced independence. Just 2 servings of salmon a week can give you both the protein and omega-3s your body needs to stay strong and mobile. But that's not all. Salmon is also loaded with vitamin D, which supports bone strength and immune health, and vitamin B12, which keeps nerves and red blood cells healthy. Deficiencies in these nutrients are shockingly common in older adults and can contribute to fatigue, memory problems, and bone loss. By including salmon in your diet, you're giving your body a natural boost of nutrients that directly fight the conditions many seniors face. For those who don't love the taste of salmon, sardines and mackerel are fantastic alternatives. Sardines, often eaten whole, even provide a dose of calcium since you consume the tiny bones. Plus, they're inexpensive, shelf-stable when canned, and easy to prepare. The best way to enjoy salmon and fatty fish is by baking, steaming, or grilling, rather than frying. This preserves the delicate omega-3s without adding unhealthy fats. Try pairing salmon with steamed vegetables and a drizzle of olive oil for a senior-friendly, anti-inflammatory meal that's as delicious as it is nutritious. In short, if there's one meat that every senior should keep in regular rotation, it's salmon and other fatty fish. They're not just protein, they're medicine for your heart, brain, and joints, all wrapped up in a tasty, satisfying package. Best meat number 3, lean cuts of grass-fed beef. When most people think of beef, they imagine something heavy, greasy, and hard on the heart. And yes, if we're talking about heavily marbled cuts loaded with saturated fat, that reputation holds true. But not all beef is created equal. And when you make the right choices, beef can actually be one of the most nutrient-dense meats available to seniors over 60. The secret lies in choosing lean cuts of grass-fed beef, which provide protein, vitamins, and healthy fats without the burden of excess cholesterol and saturated fat. Grass-fed beef differs from conventional grain-fed beef in several important ways. First, grass-fed cows eat natural pasture instead of fattening grains, which changes the nutrient profile of the meat. Grass-fed beef contains higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids, which are anti-inflammatory and critical for heart and brain health. It also offers conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a type of fat linked to improved metabolism, immune strength, and even reduced risk of certain cancers. For seniors who are working hard to keep inflammation, heart disease, and cognitive decline at bay, these benefits can be very significant. But the story doesn't end there. Grass-fed beef is also much richer in micronutrients than its grain-fed counterpart. It delivers higher amounts of vitamin B12, iron, zinc, and selenium, all nutrients that play vital roles in senior health. For instance, vitamin B12 supports energy and neurological function, preventing fatigue and memory loss. Iron ensures proper oxygen delivery to your muscles and brain, combating the weakness and dizziness that low iron can cause. Zinc boosts immune function, which naturally declines with age, and selenium helps protect your cells against oxidative stress, one of the major accelerators of aging. Of course, the cut of beef you choose makes a huge difference. While fatty ribeyes and T-bones are heavy on saturated fat, leaner options like sirloin, tenderloin, eye of round, and top sirloin steak provide protein and nutrients without overwhelming your arteries. These cuts are naturally lower in calories and fat while still being flavorful and satisfying. When cooked properly, grilled, baked, or lightly pan-seared without excessive oil or butter, they become a wholesome addition to your diet. Another bonus? Lean grass-fed beef is high in protein, which is essential for maintaining muscle mass after 60. Muscle loss, or sarcopenia, is one of the hidden dangers of aging, and protein-rich foods like lean beef help preserve strength, balance, and independence. Pairing beef with a side of vegetables rich in fiber and antioxidants makes the meal even more balanced, helping with digestion and blood sugar control. For seniors who enjoy red meat but want to stay heart healthy, the rule is simple: choose grass-fed and lean. Eating it in moderation, about 1 to 2 times per week, can give you all the benefits without the downsides. Instead of cutting beef out completely, think of it as upgrading to the healthier version that works with your body, not against it. In short, lean cuts of grass-fed beef deliver the best of both worlds: protein, vitamins, and healthy fats, without the excessive cholesterol and saturated fat that conventional fatty cuts bring. For seniors looking to eat wisely and still enjoy their favorite flavors, this is a meat that truly supports strength, energy, and longevity. Best meat number 4, skinless turkey breast, the leanest, heart-smart protein for seniors. When it comes to lean, nutrient-packed protein, skinless turkey breast is often overshadowed by its cousin, chicken. But here's the truth. For seniors over 60, turkey breast might actually be the superior choice when it comes to protecting your heart, maintaining a healthy weight, and fueling your muscles without extra fat. If chicken is your everyday lean protein, turkey can be seen as the extra lean upgrade that offers specialized health benefits, especially for the cardiovascular system. One of the biggest reasons skinless turkey breast deserves attention is its exceptional leanness. Among all commonly consumed meats, turkey breast ranks as one of the lowest in fat, while still delivering a powerhouse dose of protein. A single 3-ounce serving of skinless turkey breast provides roughly 26 grams of protein with barely 1 gram of fat. For seniors looking to manage weight, reduce cholesterol, or protect heart health, this is a dream combination. Maximum muscle support with minimal fat intake. This matters because excess saturated fat is one of the leading contributors to clogged arteries and high cholesterol, conditions that can become silent threats after 60. But turkey isn't just about being lean, it's also rich in selenium, a mineral that often goes unnoticed but plays a crucial role in protecting your cells from oxidative stress. Selenium helps combat free radical damage, which is linked to aging, chronic disease, and weakened immunity. Seniors who prioritize selenium-rich foods like turkey breast are essentially giving their bodies an internal defense system against cellular aging and inflammation. And since inflammation is often the root cause of conditions like arthritis, diabetes, and even heart disease, turkey's selenium advantage is particularly valuable for longevity and vitality. Another hidden benefit of turkey breast is its role in mood and sleep support. Turkey is naturally high in tryptophan, an amino acid that the body uses to produce serotonin and melatonin. Seniors often struggle with disrupted sleep patterns or low mood due to hormonal shifts, stress, or even medication side effects. By incorporating turkey breast into meals, you may notice a subtle but real improvement in relaxation, sleep quality, and overall mood stability, making it more than just fuel for the body, but also nourishment for the mind. For seniors managing weight or blood pressure, turkey is also a smart swap for red meats. Unlike beef or lamb, which can be higher in fat and sodium, especially in processed forms, turkey breast is naturally low in both. That makes it ideal for those working to lower blood pressure, reduce strain on the heart, and maintain a healthy waistline without feeling deprived of hearty, satisfying protein. The best part? Turkey breast is highly versatile. It can be roasted, grilled, or shredded into salads and soups. By keeping the skin off and avoiding heavy sauces, you're left with a pure, lean protein source that works for both everyday meals and special occasions. In summary, skinless turkey breast is not just another lean meat, it's one of the leanest, most heart-friendly protein sources you can eat. With its selenium for cellular protection, tryptophan for mood and sleep, and protein density for muscle maintenance, it's a true longevity food. For seniors who want to keep their hearts strong, their weight in check, and their energy high, turkey breast deserves a regular place at the table. Conclusion: choosing wisely for health, strength, and longevity. After 60, now that we've gone through the worst and best meats for seniors, it's clear that what you put on your plate can either harm your health or become your greatest ally in aging gracefully. After 60, your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. Every bite matters. Every meal is either helping you prevent disease, maintain muscle, and boost energy, or it's slowly pushing you toward chronic fatigue, weight gain, high cholesterol, heart disease, and frailty. The good news? You are still fully in control of the choices you make today, and it's never too late to change. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we covered. We saw that the worst meats, like ultra-processed deli cuts, Deep-fried meats and heavily marbled red meats come loaded with saturated fats, preservatives, sodium, and chemicals that accelerate aging, weaken your heart, damage your arteries, and even raise your risk of dementia and cancer. They may be tempting, they may taste great, but they're robbing you of vitality in the long run. On the other hand, the best meats, lean chicken breast, omega-3 rich fish like salmon, protein-packed turkey, and even plant-forward swaps, deliver clean, powerful protein without weighing your body down with toxic baggage. These are the foods that fuel independence, strength, clear thinking, and an energy well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. The real key here isn't to never enjoy your favorite foods again. Life after 60 should still be enjoyable, full of flavor and joy. But the secret is balance. Make lean proteins your everyday staples. Skinless poultry, wild-caught fish, plant-powered proteins. And let those heavier, fatty meats be an occasional indulgence rather than a regular habit. Think of it this way. Every meal is a small investment into your health savings account. And the more you invest wisely, the richer your future becomes in terms of energy, strength, and years added to your life. Another important note, seniors often struggle with muscle loss, known as sarcopenia after 60. Choosing lean, high-quality meats is one of the most effective ways to fight it naturally. Pair that with resistance training, hydration, and plenty of vegetables. And you've got the recipe for staying independent, active, and mentally sharp long past retirement age. So here's the bottom line. If you want to stay strong, avoid the nursing home, and truly thrive after 60, start by upgrading your protein sources today. Swap out the processed and fatty meats for cleaner, nutrient-rich proteins. Your body will thank you tomorrow and years from now. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your family and friends. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite healthy protein choice after 60? Your journey to better health starts with one meal, one choice, one step forward.